What's up, rock stars? Got to get this video done early today because I want to go to Pandora on my lunch break. Y'all like Pandora? Y'all know that sale start today. You better get your ass down there. Anyway, you guys, this is just a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blogs. Let's get to it. All right, you guys, a little dabble of the political sort. Got to talk about your girl Hillary Clinton and her passing out at the 9/11 tribute the other day. Evidently, she was there. She said she was not feeling well. It was very hot and the heat got to her, and next thing you know, she got the wibbling and the wobbling. They walked her to her van. When I saw the video of her walking to that van, I was like, well, damn, that don't look like just some heat exhaustion. Now, y'all know I love Hillary Clinton, and I do want to see the lady win. However, it is concerning that she's been having these health concerns. Now, I have been reading that there had been some people commenting that there may be some more serious health concerns at play here, and that they were downplaying it because she wants to win the presidency. Just a conundrum, right? Because, I mean, you don't want Donald Trump to win, and let's be honest here, the race is between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. I just don't even, I mean, you know, it's fucked up that she's got this health issue. They're saying that she has pneumonia, but like I said, we can't ignore that she's had a few little, you know, she had that 2 to 3 minute coughing spell a couple of months back, and then I even remember when she was on the Breakfast Club and she kept coughing, and like I said, I have been reading, it's been whisperings around. She travels with a doctor, that a doctor is always with her, and that's not good. Y'all, that is not good. This whole election is going to be so fucked up and crazy. Because if the lady is sick, I mean, I'm thinking maybe they may be trying to downplay it just so they can get her in office. And then if her vice president has to take over, then you guys, maybe we need to be looking more closely at the vice president and what he can offer. Because if it does turn out that she's sicker and she ends up in that office, then, you know, it's going to be a lot of changes. It's just, like I said, this whole political season has just been crazy, right? Also, we got to talk about Colin Powell, okay? And his emails that were hacked by DC leaks of him talking about the Clintons, him talking about Trump, him talking about Donald Rumsfeld. He said that he does respect Hillary Clinton as a friend, but he doesn't want to vote for her. And I quote here, he says, a 70-year-old person with a long track record, unbridled ambition, greedy, non-transformational, with a husband still dicking bimbos at home. And evidently, your boy Bill Clinton, you know, he has a special proclivity for the buxom blondes that he sneaks into the house supposedly while Hillary Clinton is out of town. Now, I'm sure Hillary Clinton is very aware of Bill Clinton's indiscretions. Hillary Clinton has had one thing in sight, and that's this presidency. So she's dealt with a lot from Bill Clinton because he is the means to an end. Okay, so we just got to keep it real there. But yeah, Colin Powell had a whole lot to say. What's funny is the emails that leaked, a lot of it was conversation that he had between himself and Condoleezza Rice. And I just thought that it was funny that those two have a lot of the same opinions and agree, even though when they were both in office and working, you know, you weren't really sure where their relationship stood. So it was like kind of cool just to see, you know, the camaraderie between the two. They talked about the whole 9/11 thing and how they couldn't understand how, you know, the Bushes even dealt with Rumsfeld. And then what was interesting to me was that the two of them agreed that because of intel agencies that are just so scandalous, they couldn't even blame the Libya crisis on the Obama administration, because there's so many lies and so many cover-ups. Intel agencies such as the CIA would hang out the administration, and at that time it was the Obama administration hang them out to dry. So just interesting to get the perspective of Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice behind, you know, kind of closed doors, because of course these are things that they are not going to say to the general public, but it has made its way out. Of course, neither of them have commented on the leaks. The Hillary Clinton campaign hasn't commented. He also called Trump a national disgrace and international pariah. So, you know, as far as Colin Powell is concerned, ain't nobody fit for the fucking office. And I guess a lot of us would probably agree. It's too bad that it's come to a part where you've just got to try to figure out the lesser of two evils, you know, and I know a lot of people have taken up looking into the libertarian, is that what it's called? What's her name? Jill Scott? Not Jill Scott, you guys. Jill, okay. Jill Stein? Who is it, you guys? Anyway. I know people are like kind of all over the place trying to figure out what they're going to do, but yeah, I don't have much hope. I just don't know. It is a mess, right? What do you guys think? Did you agree with Colin Powell? I thought it was very funny that he was just so candid in his emails. Too bad people can't be like that every day, all the time. You guys, so your favorite hip-hop rapper of today, Designer with 2 eyes, you guys, he was arrested the other day amidst multiple drug and gun charges. They say that Designer, real name Sidney Royale Selby III, was in a car, an SUV with a gentleman, and someone called and said that he was waving a gun at them in a passerby car. So the police quickly drove up on them, stopped them, and when they pulled them over, it was reported that they found a loaded gun and that they found all these drugs. Originally, they thought they were methamphetamines and that they were for distribution, some 300 pills. Come to find out that they were not methamphetamines, they were actually steroids. They were steroids that were legally prescribed to the gentleman that was driving the vehicle, and because of this, the police released Designer the very next day. After he was released, we also found out that there was no gun recovered, so I don't know where the story came that they found a loaded gun. I mean, I'm sure I know where it came from. It is the media at play. Okay, we got a black rapper, young boy, 19 years old, kind of peaking at his career. Not peaking, but, you know, kind of taking off right now. Yeah, let's go on and say that, you know, pin a loaded gun on the boy. There was no gun. The drugs were actually legally prescribed medication for the guy driving. So yeah, Designer, he was very, very happy. Okay. Okay, Designer said, yo, you got from and you know that is Designer speak for, and I quote, "They tried to keep me in there, but when you're doing it right and keeping it positive, they can't lock you. You feel me?" Oh no, yeah, you guys, I'm not really well versed in Designer speak, but I had a feeling that he was happy when they let him out of jail. I'm telling you, have you guys seen that meme? It's the damn water sprinkler going like this. It's going kick, 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 kick. I love Designer. I just love the energy from him. I don't know what the fuck he be saying, but I'm telling you, he is funny as hell. So yeah, anyway, Designer has not been charged with anything. Looks like he will not be charged with anything, and shame on those media outlets that put out the story that he was waving a gun with drugs. Y'all sure want to keep a black man down, don't you? So Dancing with the Stars season 415 has started, and we know that Ryan Lochte is on there. I have not watched, and I have no intentions of watching, with the exception of maybe seeing Amber Rose and what she might do. I don't give a fuck about Dancing with the Stars. But Dancing with the Stars did have a strange happening the other night. Evidently, while Ryan Lochte finished his dance with his partner and they were waiting to be judged by the judges, the stage was rushed by some anti-Ryan Lochte supporters. Their names were Barzine Sarudi and Sam Sotude. They rushed the stage with t-shirts on that said Ryan Lochte and was X'd out. They were yelling and screaming that they did not support Ryan Lochte and that he was, you know, a motherfucker, basically. It was so crazy to see because the judges were just kind of like sitting there looking, and the guys ran out. They didn't really rush Ryan Lochte. I think they was really trying to make more of a point. I don't think Ryan Lochte himself was in any danger, but of course when you're up there, you know, that's got to be jarring for people to come running up to you or running in your personal space and, you know, with a shirt with your name X'd out. You know, I guess that would be affected. So, you know, after it happened, you know, Ryan Lochte, he did say that he felt like he was part of a family at Dancing with the Stars and everybody was supportive, but, you know, he was very hurt by the action and that he was heartbroken, really, that, you know, these people actually ran out there and with intentions of at least making him look bad. And I was just like, well, this is where I keep all my little white people tears. Let me take a sip. Poor little Ryan Lochte. Oh, him hurt. Listen, I can't feel sorry for Ryan Lochte. Okay, yes, we all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. But we have to live up to our mistakes and we have to deal with whatever comes from our mistakes. In this case, Ryan Lochte unnecessarily lied and now he's, you know, facing what came from those lies. Okay, people don't like you now. People once thought of you as a swimming American hero, and now they don't feel that way about you. Okay, now I don't think that in the grand scheme of things it's not that big a deal. You know, it's more the fact that you lied, other than the story of what he lied about and all of that. But you know, it's just like, I can't feel sorry for Ryan Lochte. Like, the fuck you think? Like I said, you know, the white people tears, here they go. Ryan, you gotta deal with it, baby. Okay, it's gonna pass like everything else, but in the meantime, deal with the bullshit that comes with you lying, because you did it, nobody else. Patrice Tracy Brown. She is a 4th grade teacher here in Atlanta for the Atlanta Public School System. Some photos of her went viral over the weekend after she posted a picture of her in a form-fitting, dusty rose-colored dress. Now, if you've seen the picture of Miss Brown, nobody will deny that she is definitely a very shapely woman, very pretty woman. After that picture went viral, then people went into her Instagram, obviously, and looked at all of her other pictures and all of the pictures that she has that she's taken in her classroom, kind of displaying her in, you know, tightly fitting clothes, and she's just a shapely woman. Folks had a problem with that, said that it was inappropriate wear for school, especially for elementary school children. I was thinking to myself, like, shit, that would be worse in high school. Okay, 4th grade probably ain't all that bad. They forced the APS to put out a statement basically saying that they spoke with Miss Brown about her social media presence as well as proper attire for the schools, and they've handled it that way. So I don't believe she's been fired or even reprimanded, but she was forced to remove some pictures from her Instagram. And you guys, we talk about it all the time. It's not always good to blend social media with your career. I try as hard as I can to separate my job from what I do on YouTube, from what I do on Instagram. You guys, I don't talk about it because of these very reasons. Okay, you cannot link the two. It will come back to bite you. Now, I'm sure she didn't think that she was doing anything wrong. She's posting pictures of her in her classroom. I just always think that is a good idea not to link the two, because now it kind of looks like you're representing that job, and anything that you say or do, the job might not necessarily agree with. I even follow some people on Snapchat who post their jobs, and I think to myself, post jobs that I would think you are not supposed to be snapping, and I think to myself, like, damn, like, you gonna be in trouble eventually. Like, I don't think that this is a good idea that you do this, but people do it all the time. So that's one point. It's just smart to try to keep the two as separated as you can. The other point, people want to know if I feel like her dress was inappropriate. I looked at the pictures, and it's hard because people will say that I also have a tendency to wear clothes that fit pretty closely to me. Now, I'm not shapely like her in any kind of way, but you know, I kind of just wear whatever the hell I feel like wearing until somebody tells me that I can't wear it, then I won't wear it. But if they not going to tell me, I'm going to wear it, okay? But sometimes I'll get dressed and I'll be like, ooh, Roxanne, you doing a little too much today, okay? But as far as like some of the pictures I saw, maybe could have probably not necessarily been the most appropriate. But you know, her pictures, her jeans, her pants that she had on, you know, t-shirts and all that, I didn't see a problem with it. That rose-colored dress that she had on, maybe if she would have just threw something on over it to just kind of drape over it, some kind of like shawl or, you know, long sweater or something like that, a cardigan, just to kind of break up that look. Obviously, they didn't see a problem with it before, you know, it went viral. I mean, she obviously had been dressing like that and nobody had mentioned it to her beforehand. So it was definitely the pressures of social media, because obviously the rest of them were fine with it. They might probably even enjoyed it, honey. You would be surprised how these men, you wouldn't be surprised. But honey, these men show like a good woman, a good pretty woman to look at work. So yeah, they weren't gonna say nothing until people started commenting. But from the looks of her wardrobe, that's how she always has dressed. Okay, so I think it kind of sucks that they just kind of coming down on her now. But yeah, pressures of social media. So I just would say to everybody that you need to separate it, or it will come back to bite you on your ass. We have seen it time and time again. So word on the street is that Faith Evans and Stevie J is dating. And I don't know if that comes as a surprise. I spoke about it before on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They always said that the reason why Jocelyn supposedly poured the bleach and cut up Stevie J's jackets and clothes and all of that was because she found out that those two were fucking. They did not say that on the show, but that was what was going around in the blogs. And then all of a sudden it was hushed. I know that Faith Evans is not trying to get caught up in the drama of Stevie J and Jocelyn, but evidently Jocelyn has some reason to believe that those two were messing around, and now it looks like it might be true. Now I don't think that either one of them have confirmed that they're seeing each other, but we've been seeing them around each other, which is not that surprising because they're on the Bad Boy reunion tour, so they're together anyway. So I'm not sure if I believe that they're dating, but you know, I always say where there's smoke there's fire, okay? And it would not surprise me if the two of them were seeing each other. I didn't know that Faith wasn't with her husband anymore. I got a story anyway, we're gonna keep our eye and see if it's a new couple alert, Stevie J and Faith. Do you think that they are seeing each other, or you think that is just all talk? Guys, this whole Brandy versus Monica thing, I wasn't going to talk about it because I honestly didn't want to give no energy to it, because I didn't think that it was a beef between the two of them per se. I thought that it was more of the fans trying to force Brandy into something that she did not want to do. So I kind of felt like it was more Brandy against the fans of Monica. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, the So Gone challenge that everybody was doing, people wanted Brandy to do it, and she said she's not going to do it because she doesn't need to do anything like that to try to stay relevant and do all of this, okay? But Brandy is easily pushed into commenting on shit that she probably shouldn't. And so Brandy probably should not have said anything. If people kept saying they wanted her to do the So Gone challenge, she should have just said, nope, don't feel like doing it. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But the fact that she said that she doesn't need it to stay relevant, those were the words that, you know, that people had a problem with. Again, I didn't think that she was saying that Monica was trying to stay relevant. I think she was just saying that I'm not going to do anything, that I don't feel like I need to do that. But I can see where there would be some confusion in what she might have said. So when Monica went on to The Real and they asked her about Brandy's comments, Monica just said, you know, I'm a more mature person now. You know, I probably would have ran up on the bitch back in the day, but I'm not doing that no more. You know, I'm just in a totally different place. I have respect for Brandy. I would even work with her again. So she took that route. And I was fine with what Monica said, but I just also felt like Monica took it the wrong way as well. Like, you know, everybody was making it seem like it was making Monica be relevant again, which it kind of did, because they said that the music, I mean, that challenge, like all of a sudden her sales for that song just skyrocketed like out of the blue. So it did help her with some relevancy. But, you know, I I just did not think that it needed to be something that was going to go there. And if Monica had felt some kind of way about what Brandy said, then it would have been better for her to have talked to Brandy about it. But Brandy didn't talk to Monica, so now Monica is, not talking to Brandy. And now the beef, it seems like it's reignited, and, and it's just unnecessary because they're two grown-ass women now. They have families, and it's just like... Well, why do you guys have a problem with each other? It just doesn't make sense. Then Brandy had to come back and say something like she knows the truth. And, so now it's like, I just hate that people are so easily pulled into beefs by social media and by the fans who just don't want to see folks get along. And that's why I wasn't going to talk about it, because I feel like I'm even giving it more energy. But now it looks like it's really a something now. Before I didn't think that it was. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know a lot of you guys probably don't. You probably thought Brandy was shady. And I will say that Brandy is working my nerves. Brandy is talented. Brandy is funny as hell. But like I said, Brandy is so easily influenced and affected by the outside, by social media, and by what people say. I don't know if people ride her more or what, but if you can't just kind of go with the flow and not allow people to affect your mood and your personality and pull you out of character, then you need to not be on social media. So I do not like the fact that I used to enjoy Brandy's Snapchats, and then, she just got in this thing where she's just, every time she was on Snapchat, she was talking about, I don't have to, you guys don't do this, and I don't have to do that, and, just got to be a bummer, because it was just like, girl, you used to be so fun and funny, and it's carefree, and why are you letting these people who don't even matter just get you just in this place all the time? So she became a bummer, she became a drag, and it's too bad, because I think she's a little bit misunderstood, but I also think that Brandy is very, very self-conscious, and she's always preaching that she has a lot more confidence now, but I still feel like her confidence is low, and it's too bad, because that bitch is talented, can sing, can act. So yeah, that's what's going on there. You guys tell me what you think about the whole Brandy and Monica thing. And then while we're talking about Monica being on the reel, let's talk about Tamar Braxton, okay? And the fact that she's not on the reel. Because we know that she was fired at the end of, once the second season wrapped up. Now that the third season is here, a day or two before the third season was supposed to start, Tamar Braxton was speaking at some event out here in Atlanta on Saturday, and she announced that she is going to have the Tamar Braxton Talk Show. And that is debuting in September of 2017. Produced by Steve Harvey and his 112 East Street Productions. You guys remember that she signed with them. People were saying that she was kind of taking the shine out of the Real's debut. I've heard mixed reviews about the Real and whether or not, Tamar's presence is missed. I told you I've never watched that show anyway. I definitely have no intentions of watching it now that Tamar's not there. It's because I don't have any interest in any of the other girls. Like, they just don't pull me in. But I know they still have their fans, and I know people still watch. So what do you guys think about the show? Is Tamar's presence missed? Are you glad she's gone? Y'all let me know. But yeah, so Tamar, after the show did air, they have had Monica on there. They've had Toya Wright on there. Those are two of Tamar's supposed good friends, okay? Now they're saying that, in her usual display of pettiness, she has unfollowed both Monica and Toya on Instagram. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if maybe she wasn't following them to begin with. I mean, who knows? How do you guys know when people follow and unfollow people? Like, are you watching folks' followers that quickly? Like, I don't even watch my followers, and people follow me. I don't pay attention to nothing. I don't look at any of that stuff. My daughter just the other day was looking at my Snapchat, and it says, you have 200 followers. She was like, Mom, you don't never check this? I was like, no, I don't never check. I don't know who's following me. I don't know if it's any celebrities. I don't know if it's any haters. Like, I don't even care. So it's just like, who actually is the Instagram follower police that actually watches people's follows and who follows and unfollows? It's the craziest thing to me. But they're saying that she might not have been following them to begin with. But others are saying that she followed them after they went on the show, which wouldn't be surprising to me, because we've seen Tamar get very offended when people deal with her enemies. And right now, the Real definitely is her enemy. And every one of them bitches on there, okay? So, all of that's going on. Black women, we got to get along, y'all. Let's all just, we're one big family. Do you know how much more powerful we are together than apart? We're going to realize it one day. Your boy Malachi Love Robinson, okay, he was arrested yet again, this time for fraud. Malachi, okay, he had his godmother, he said. She was going to co-sign for him to buy a brand new Jaguar. Went to the dealership and was all set to take the car on home, and somebody recognized him, thought they knew him from somewhere, and when they Googled his name, that's when they realized that this is indeed the Malachi Love Robinson who was impersonating a doctor and had been arrested in Florida already. As a matter of fact, your boy Malachi was on bond right then. Okay, so he's dealing with that problem, and he felt like, you know, maybe it was a good idea to get this car while he's waiting, you know, waiting trial or whatever's gonna happen with that last case. So child, they told him they was gonna have to, you know, do some more work and, you know, go on home. And when he left, they called the police, and then they called him and the lady back down. This is an elderly lady, of course. You know, they had plenty of questions for him, okay? He was just like, yeah, this is my godmother, and she agreed to co-sign. When they asked the lady that, she said, absolutely not, I'm not co-signing. He was like, oh, yes, you are, okay? Look at this paperwork, it has your social, it has all of this. All you had to do was sign on the dotted line. Not only that, but look like you bought a couple of iPads and a cell phone the day before, okay, on your credit as well. She was unaware of all of this, just taking advantage of the elderly, which is so terrible. This lady was about to be taken, and just because they were able to recognize his face, they dodged a bullet there. But yeah, your boy Malachi, boy, that boy is something persistent, huh? They arrested his ass. This time there is no bond. So he's already facing charges of impersonating a doctor. Now he is also facing fraud charges. So. And there will probably be some more since he was using this woman's social security card. But boy, I tell you, Malachi, you is a motherfucker, Malachi. Everybody was very surprised to find out that Nelly owed $2.4 million to the IRS. Okay, his album Hot in Her, that went diamond, meaning that it sold more than 10 million physical and digital units in sales. So, you know, everybody was quite shocked that he owed this money. But Nelly has had tax problems in the past. But this $2.4 million is just like, damn, that damn IRS, you know, it's too bad. It looks like they let you just build up and rack up all this money that you owe, and then they come down and lower the boom. Like, fuck, how long ago did Hot in Her come out? I mean, I guess this has been ongoing money problems, but it's just like, damn. I mean, y'all couldn't try to work a shit out with old boy when he had 200,000, 300,000. Okay, now we up to $2.4 million. Once it gets to a bill that large, the IRS starts, you know, seizing property and assets. Okay, they gonna get their money one way or the other. I'm sure he doesn't want that to happen. They say that he's been working with the IRS trying to get this all settled. We've seen him on reality show, on Kevin Hart's TV show. You know, he does do appearances here and there, and you know, wherever he can. I'm sure he's trying to get his money together. Nelly has a large fan base, and when they heard about his financial problems with the IRS, they all band together and started the hashtag Save Nelly, and they vowed that they were going to stream his music to help him raise the money for this IRS bill that he has. So I thought that was really, really cool. Okay, Black Twitter, with all of the bullshit that they can be involved in, it's nice when they can get together and try to help somebody out. So they've been streaming his music and playing it nonstop, and I don't know how much the shit has to stream for it to make any huge dent in the bill that he owes. But I, you know, like I said, I'm always happy when people try to help somebody else who obviously needs it. Hopefully once he gets this bill taken care of, though, he won't rack up no more problems. But damn, 2.4 million, I would be so fucking stressed. And then lastly, you guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. The shows. Atlanta, you guys are watching the show. I am watching the show. The show is very good. I was not sure when I first saw the first episode. I was just like, this is kind of weird. Like, I didn't understand the direction of the show. But the second episode was funny. The third episode was hilarious. I just really enjoy the show. And I think that it's good that we have this type of content on TV, because it's just a little quirky and different than what we have been used to seeing when it comes to black television shows. So very good. Atlanta, I'm not reviewing it, but I definitely watch it. People want to know. Queen Sugar, I know I said I was going to review you guys, and I'm going to try. I'm going to give it one more try tonight. I wanted to add it to my Black Girls on Television, but the show is not grabbing me. It's just not getting me. I don't know. I'm going to try it again. I can't even get through that second episode. Like, I keep getting distracted and not really paying attention. And I'm just like, ugh. So I'm going to watch the second episode again tonight. I'm going to watch the third episode comes on tonight. And if I'm going to try really hard to keep my attention on it so that I can come to you guys with Black Girls on Television. But if I can't get it tonight, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to drop it. I just can't. I mean, I can't. I'm not dropping it because I haven't even started. But I'm just not even going to worry myself. Does anybody else feel like that? Like, what is it? I can't even tell you why I can't get into it. It's just that I don't know. Is it slow? Is it taking time to build the story? Like, I don't know what it is, but I do know that white guy on there that the girl's having the affair with is cute. And the guy that's the husband that cheated on the wife, he always plays that kind of character. He's typecast almost. The chick that is the wife, she reminds me of Shonda from Love and Hip Hop. And the black chick with the dreads, is she from, because I think somebody told me that she was on The Walking Dead. Is that who that lady is? Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna try it again tonight, and if I can get it together tonight, then Black Girls on Television will be up tomorrow. If not, then I'm just gonna be like, y'all just got to wait for How to Get Away with Murder to come back on. All right, you guys, we do this every single week. What is this? Somebody's texting me some bullshit, you guys. We do this every single week. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.